God, and God of our fathers and mothers, bestow thy blessings now upon Sean David and Diana Lynn as they unite their lives in thy name. Cause them to prosper in their life together. Teach them to share life's joys and life's trials, and to grow in understanding and in devotion. May love and companionship abide within the home that now they establish. And may they grow old together in health and contentment, ever grateful unto thee, O Lord, for the union of their lives. Amen. Baruch haba b'shem Adonai. Blessed are those who have come here in the name of the Lord. Ivdu et Adonai b'simcha, bo lifanav birnana. Serve the Lord with gladness and come before God with singing. Mi'adira hakol, mi barucha hakol. O God, supremely blessed, supreme in might and in glory, guide and bless this bridegroom and this bride. Amen. Well, the weather forecasters tell us, according to the hotel folks, Rabbi, how short can you make a wedding ceremony? And I said, in about half the time it's going to take the bridal party to get here. We can rejoice today, all of us, in the words of the book of Psalms, Zeh hayom aseh Adonai. This is the day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. What a beautiful moment this is. Andrea and I are deeply honored to be among those who are privileged to join with your beloved families and great friends in celebrating this holy occasion which links your lives in what we call Kiddushin, sanctified, sacred marriage. Of course, it's true that among all the families of our Temple Sinai congregation, yours, Sean, is a very, very special one for us. Grandfather practically taught me how to be a rabbi when I arrived 20 years ago in New Orleans at Temple Sinai. And we have celebrated together, our families, many sweet and joyous milestones. And we have cried and we have grieved together through some of life's truly bitterest trials. And this evening we feel so very keenly the palpable presence of your beloved Father Diana, Sean of your grandmother Vera, your grandfather Rob, your Aunt Lee, and truly other beloved ones whose love and care remain as tender and as strengthening memories for you. We're united by our great love for you. You have tremendously strong, wonderful families. What your family has been through since Katrina, the strength and the wisdom, the courage that you have, all of you displayed, certainly does point to these two lovers, how marriage is for all seasons of life. I remember, Sean, the two of us, when we last stood at a wedding together, we left a hotel and we boarded a bus together. And halfway there, just before they closed the door, after having talked a long time, I turned to you and said, Sean, do you know anyone on this bus? And you said, no. And I said, I don't either. We'd better get off. Who knows where we would have wound up in the state of Kansas at that time. I do want to bring to you, though, some advice, I think, very quickly and briefly, that might help a young couple, beautiful couple, newlyweds, oldlyweds, never ever get lost. You'll never take the wrong bus. I heard this while I was in New York. A fellow told me, he said, and if it isn't in the Talmud, it ought to be. It's not because we have value that we are loved. It's because we are loved that we have value. I heard that and I thought, that is perfect for two people who are standing under a chuppah. And our Judaism has clung to the well-known wisdom that you've chosen to place on your own ketubah. Ani l'dodi v'dodi li. I am my beloved's, and my beloved is mine. It really echoes in a wonderful way those words that fellow told me. It's not because we have value that we are loved. It's because we are loved that we have value. With attitudes like that, I tell you, it's no trick to be married 50, 60 years. So relax. You just celebrate life every day. Every day when it's beautiful sunshine and when it isn't. Put all else in its proper perspectives, and you will celebrate life, just knowing you have one another, as you so eloquently and as your friends so remarkably mentioned last night. Second, be extraordinarily mindful of how you're changing. You're going to change. Life changes us all. And always be mindful. Nothing that is living stays the same. Relationships are dynamic. Life transforms us, like it or not. Your responsibility then will be to nurture that love which you share and always be aware of it. Never ever let it be said, oh, I don't know, Rabbi, somehow we just lost track with you. Never be that kind of person. You always know where Sean is and where his heart is, and you always know where Diana is, and you nurture and strengthen that relationship. And finally, we're rooted as Jews in the belief that marriage is the highest state of human being. Challenging? Yes. Frustrating? Sometimes. But there's no surer way to a life of meaning and of rich purpose. Let then your faith elevate your days and your nights and all the years to come. Let your faith elevate your victories and soften your trials. Build a home and furnish it with forgiveness and with commitment and with caring and with tender compassion. Believe me, those are furnishings that will never, ever go out of fashion. It is our great pleasure and our honor to be with you and to celebrate with you and to join in those very same words of prayer that were recited not once but twice by your grandfather yesterday evening. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehechianu v'kiyamanu v'higianu b'zman hazeh. Blessed are you, O Lord our God, sovereign of the universe, who has given us life, who's preserved and sustained us, and brought us through, oh, such happy times and times not so, but brought us to this glorious eve of your marriage. Amen. And now, to you, Sean David, take Diana Lynn to be your wife, promising to cherish and to protect her, whether in good fortune or in adversity, and to seek together with her a life hallowed by the faith of Israel. Absolutely. And to you, Diana Lynn, take Sean David to be your husband, promising to cherish and to protect him, whether in good fortune or in adversity, and to seek together with him a life hallowed by the faith of Israel.
I do.
In keeping with the declarations that you have just made, you give and you receive these rings. They are a token of your union. They are a symbol of your enduring loyalty. May they ever remind you that your lives are to be bound together by devotion and by faithfulness. Sean, as you place this ring, that's the small one now,
Yes, right.
upon the finger of your bride, will you speak these words to her? Hare,
Hare,
at,
At,
mikudeshet,
Mikudeshet,
li,
Li,
bitabaat,
Bitabaat,
zo,
Zo,
kedat,
Kedat,
Moshe,
Moshe,
Yisrael.
the Israel.
With this ring,
With this ring,
be thou consecrated unto me
be thou consecrated unto me
as my wife,
as my wife,
according to the law of God
according to the law of God
and the faith of Israel.
and the faith of Israel. Okay. I'm retarded.